After hiding the words, Maya hung up the phone call. I am feeling jealous? Huh? Not at all. I am just irritated by watching this. But the truth was, her heart couldn't take it anymore. The next day, when Maya came to the office, everything seemed normal until June made her real move. June enters the young office with a arrogant smile. June, in a loving tone, I need to talk to you about something important. Young, lifting his gaze from the paperwork. Go ahead, placing a file in front of him. Look at the contract. If we get married, both our companies will be merged, and we could build a billion-dollar empire. Young, giving a slight smile. So, your love is just a business deal. June laughing softly. Mixing love and business isn't bad. Sayang, you just have to say yes. That's when Maya overheard everything at the door. Her heart broke in an instant. Why? So it was just a business deal. Sayang was only getting married for his company. She had thought that he liked her too, but she was just a secretary. Tears filling her eyes. She wanted to run away, but Tang noticed her shadow. Maya paused for a second, but then she quickly walked away. Tang, looking at June angrily. Did you say this in front of Ryan on purpose? June innocently. Tiang, if you are bothered by this secretary, why does that mean? His heart never feels so tight before every day. When Ryan walked into the office with a smile, his day would brighten. Whatever she talked about small things, his stress would melt away. Without thinking, Tiang ran straight towards Ryan's cabin. Ryan. Tiang slammed the door open. Maya, wiping her tears, tried to hide her registration letter. Ryan, slightly confused, sir, what are you doing here? Jiang, taking a step forward and stopping in front of her. I need to talk to you. Ryan, giving a weak smile. If it's not about work, I don't want to hear it. Jiang, taking a deep breath, I have realized who the most important person in my life is you, Ryan. You don't just see me as a CEO. You show me as a human being. Handled all my big and small problems and made my day. Interesting. I just need to end this fake business marriage and I have one more question to ask you. Yang, holding her hand, giving a slight smirk. Will my secretary become my girlfriend? One heart was beating so fast that she felt like the entire office could hear it. While a small smile forming on her lips. Sir, if I become your girlfriend, will my salary increase? Yang, laughing. It's not your salary. I'm after. I'm come to win your heart, Ryan. And that day Kim Chan was not just a CEO, but a man madly in love. And as well as Jeon Taeyang broke off his fake marriage with her, and of course, if the marriage is over, the business deal will end too. But who cares? Taeyang and Maya are lost in their own world. Wayne and Taeyang had become a couple. Taeyang took Wayne everywhere with him. She received special treatment in the office, and everyone was shocked that the CEO, who was once only interested in business, was now madly in love with his girlfriend. But the biggest step was still left. Why introduction to Taeyang's parents? Why nervously, sir, I mean Taeyang, what if your parents don't like me? Taeyang smirking. If they don't like you, I'll confess him. You are my love and my life. Wayne and Tiang went to a fancy restaurant where Kim's parents were already waiting for him. As soon as Wayne showed him her nervous secretary side took over. Wayne thinking to herself, OMG, they are literally a carbon copy of Tiang. Tiang mom, looking at Tiang with a glare. So, this is your girlfriend, is it? She your secretary? And because of her, you cancelled the business deal. Tiang smiling, yes. Wayne nervous laugh, greeting. Anaseo auntie. Hey mom, raising a eyebrow. Not auntie, call me your future mother-in-law. Wine in shock, huh? They did, laughing. The way you taught Tiang some manners, we are already impressed. This is the first time anyone has managed to control him. Tiang rolling his eyes. Dad, I'm not a wild animal. Wine laughing just a little bit. Hey mom, I like this girl. Tiang, with a proud face, of course you do because my chose the best one. This guy is the king of compliments. But Ryan was feeling nervous to herself. Tiang's parents are except our relationship, but how I will convince my parents? Tiang whispering in her ear, I'll handle it. Don't worry. Bing. Mayan parents were not from a rich business family. They were simple, kind-hearted, middle-class people who loved her daughter very much. When they found out that their daughter is in a relationship with CEO, their first reaction was, CEO, when did this office affair start? Feeling tense, mom, dad didn't think anything wrong. This just happened unexpectedly. One mom, folding her hands. One, if this is just an office love limit to boss and secretary, then this relationship wouldn't work. One, mouth open in shock, mom. It's not like that. Her little brother laughing. Oh, my sister is about to become the CEO wife. Does this mean we can finally get AC at home? Ryan grinning. Shut up. But the real bombshell come when Kim Tiang himself come to meet his future in-laws. As soon as Tiang entered the house, he tried to impress everyone with his charm. Tiang in full style. Anaseo, Uncle Auntie, will you give me the chance to become your son-in-law? Why ended looking him up and down. You have got the certificate for loving my daughter. But are you worthy of this house? Shocking, Dad. This isn't a job interview. Fine, Mom, calmly. First, we'll see if you are just a CEO or also a good person. Fine, Mom, handing over the rolling pan. If you can roll the roti for our daughter, then only you will be welcome in this house. With a confident smile. Ah, this is easy. 5 minutes later, inches of a round roti, he made a map of South Korea. When laughing, they, what is this? Yang shyly, art. Modern art? Why that seriously? Our daughter loves drink tea in morning. Can you make it? Yang confidently, sure, I made the tea. Yang made the tea, but forget to add sugar. Why takes a sip, make a face. They, this is diet tea? Yeah, innocent face. You should add sugar to love because love is already sweet. Iron Mom Empress. This boy is silly, but he's good. Why Dad? Seriously. Really, you want to marry my daughter? Yang, yes. Why Dad? Is there any special reason or this is just affection? Yang, become serious. Ever since Mayan come into my life, everything changed. My life used to be only about meetings and business. But Mayan told me that life isn't just about work, it's also about fun and laughter. Whenever I'm stressed, I'm hearing her voice makes everything better. And I didn't want just a secretary, I wanted a life partner. One heart milled. Her parents looked at each other. Then her dad said, it's a yes from us, but after the marriage, if you trouble our daughter, remember this, the ruling pen will be ready. Tiang, yes sir, obviously. And just like that, officially become a part of Ryan's family. A month later, Tiang and Ryan marriage was officially announced in the office, which used to be filled with fines and deadlines. Now, gossip and excitement filled the air. Jungkook laughing. Wow, Hyang, one day your secretary was beating your coffee. Today you beating For her young with a smirk, because in her coffee there's not just coffee, there's love too. And now not just coffee but breakfast too. When raining at young, I only give you coffee, breakfast you made by yourself. Everyone burst out laughing. And then time comes to the most amazing wedding. You were not just my secretary, you were my biggest inspiration. You made me not just a good CEO, but a good person too. And now you are about to become the most important boss in my life. My wife? Well, laughing. And you're not just my love, you are about to become my troublesome life now. I am not just the boss of the office, but the boss at home too. Jungkook, tasting. I know it all along. The CEO was just the boss in name. The real boss is Ryan. And with that sweet wedding, the love story of a CEO and his streaming secretary officially began.